Hi, Georgia. Thank you so much for being here. It's been amazing working with you. You have done, great work for the past 6 weeks. You have changed everything, your will of life today is 10 out of 10 in every area. That is wonderful. So share it with others. Where were you before? What were you you struggling before we started working together?
Yeah, I felt I was stuck in a massive hole with not knowing what I wanted to do in life, not having spoke to anyone obviously about my traumas. There was a lot of question marks that I had. It was literally just about my whole life. And being with you has literally, instead of question marks, they're all just ticks now in my mind, that they're all ticked off, and I know exactly what I'm doing and where I'm going. And literally, without you, I don't know where I would be right now. I would still be very much stuck. How I see it was in a massive hole. And all I've done every week with you is just climb this ladder and just got straight out of it. So it's been amazing, really.
So what made you decided to work with me?
Uh, More for, so I was obviously, when with trying to deal with my traumas, looking online just at normal sort of therapy and blah blah blah, but I was more connected to you, I think, through the EFT, which I had obviously sort of researched, and from doing EFT with you, I well, my friend sort of introduced it to me originally, and I did a bit with her, but I didn't really understand the process. But when I came to you, from literally that first moment of sort of not knowing where we was going while we was talking about things, and then from the beginning of one session to the end, it was this whole maze that we did through the EFT that I just got to the middle and just found myself every single time we done it. I just like broke off this little bit of me that I didn't even know I had. It was, like we said, a bit of the puzzle just every week, just a new bit of the puzzle just completing together. So it was really the EFT, because I do it now, even in situations where I'm speaking to myself about a situation that I need to get out of, and I can sit here and have a tap about it, and I just feel weight off my shoulder again, carry on focusing. So that's really been a huge highlight, and just being able to literally talk about my whole life with you, and every different tiny big situation I've been through in my life, and especially with my movies and the layers that we're taking off as well, the layers I never even thought I had to speak about, have just, everything's just brushed off now. That's how I feel. It's just a light brushing off, and I'm here.
It's amazing. I remember, I think when you first came to me, your personal power percentage was about 40%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were going through a very difficult time. You almost felt like you were rejected by the family. But after the first session, your power gone up to 100% just with one session. That was very powerful.
Yeah, it is powerful. That's the only way to describe it. Is every session was, it was a learning curve. It was a confidence boost. It was, just a whole change. That every time I came to you was just a whole, uh, puzzle piece being put together, really. So it was, and like just feeling powerful in yourself. Like I never ever felt like this before, because I didn't really have that confidence there at all. But since being with you now, I can sit here and I can tell myself that I am enough, and that's it. I am more than enough. And I could never sit there and say that before. I could say it, but I never meant it. But now I can say it and mean it, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, and you're going for new jobs as well. You're completely changing your career. You never had the confidence to do that before.
No,
Now
no,
the
I was
world
gonna
is your
just
oyster.
say it.
Sorry, what did you say,
Yeah,
Kat?
no, exactly.
Yeah. So
No, I was just saying I would have just sat eating all for the next however many years. I think we might have a delay.
tell me, what breakthroughs have you had while working with me?
My breakthroughs have been my probably, yeah, my career, knowing that how to step out of your comfort zone is going to be one of the biggest challenges, but the biggest, one of the most positive outcomes that's going to happen in your life, basically. Because everyone can sit there and do a 9 to 5. No matter, everyone can sit there and do that and just be unhappy and just live that sort of life. But I knew that it wasn't what I wanted to do, and I can sit there. Anyone could just sit there by themselves, thinking, "Oh, right, what makes me happy? What can I do that just I can get into a job that sort of makes me a bit of money and makes me half happy." But with you, we broke down everything. I mean, I can even sit there and tell you what made me happy or what I wanted to do in life. But now I can sit here and just and name off all these things that are going to make me happy and what I need to do in life to get to my full purpose. And I never knew how to do that before. Whereas now I can, like, I was confused, very confused. And I know a spiritual awakening can be quite a confusing time anyway. But being able to break it down with someone who is just teaching you so much about yourself, yeah, it was my calling to come here and see you 100%.
You were kind of stuck in your comfort zone, weren't you?
Yes,
You didn't have much confidence, you didn't know what to do, where to go, so you were stuck there. Now you completely expanding your comfort zone. You're also leading other people as well, isn't it? And how does it feel?
amazing. I didn't even really realize it until I came here, how much, well, power I have within myself to change other people's lives. But you've confirmed to me that that is, like, it's the reason why I am here, is to bring light into other people's lives. And I never ever would have looked at myself like that before, ever. I wouldn't say, no, I'm not here to just put light in other people's lives. I thought that's what people was there to do to me. But now now I see it. I sit here and I talk to you about it and talk about all these different experiences that I'm having with different people. Like with my mum, like I've told my mum that I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, going into a completely new job, which I can already see can make me so happy. And my mum's now gone and done the same thing after 35 years at the same job. So that's me passing my little power on now. So I know where I can put that in people's lives, and yeah, never had a bloody clue before.
Yeah. And you also, I remember you said to me, you did not want to be trapped in your own mind anymore. So how
Yeah.
is that feeling now? Who is in
um
control?
I don't feel I'm not trapped at all, and I'm living in my moment, knowing that I'm on the right path and that the universe has a plan. I just need to carry on focusing on my bigger picture and my bigger dream, and that I'm going to get there. And I know that now, which is, yeah, it's amazing. And I'm here in my physical, well, we're these human beings in our spiritual being in a human form, and there's so much more to life than what we all believed. And I'm not going to drift. I'm not a drifter. And I'm not trapped in my own mind anymore.
Amazing. I mean, did you ever think that that was possible within 6 weeks?
No, 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 no. I had no idea. And just coming away from you every week and focusing on the books you're saying to read and my little bits of homework just kept me going throughout the weeks, and was just didn't realize it until we finished now this my sort of 6 week transformation, that I'm I have so much power. and I'm a transformed person. You know, feel like a new being now, and I've got nothing's gonna stop me. I'm feel confident, and I know where I'm going in life. So
Amazing, amazing.
happy, and I wasn't before. I didn't know what made me happy. I couldn't get to that point, but now I don't feel anything but. So
So what changed then? You're going to gym now, you're looking after yourself.
everything changed. Like, yeah, from realizing that the only person that's going to make me happy is myself. So I have to do those things in life that are going to give me that boost, and not just sit there and watch the telly because it's what everyone else does. You know, I need to actually get up and do things for myself now, and going to the gym, having a career change, being able to just even just do more things with my son. We're doing much more creative things now, and it's a whole life pattern that I've just changed, and just given up this old way of thinking and living life to a completely new way of living my life now, this new lease of life that I have.
Wow. And you got different people in your life as well, isn't it? It's amazing.
From having the right, from vibrating at such a high frequency, I would say I've let go of a lot of old friends that didn't serve a purpose in my life, and didn't have to dumb down my conversations with. I've attracted, from doing that, I've then attracted new people into my life who give me happiness, and I can, and I give them happiness as well. I give them my light that helps them in their lives, which is pretty amazing and makes you feel pretty powerful.
Does. So how do you feel about your investment and decision about working with me?
It doesn't, the yeah, that was not, it was not even a, it's not even a second thought now. You don't even think about what you've put into it, because what you've got out of it is so much more than the investment you've put into it, and that's all it is. It's an investment into your life.
Exactly.
um the bottom line, yeah, no matter what, it doesn't matter. You can money's not a problem really. If you want to, what if you really want to help yourself, it's, yeah, it, all it is an investment.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big money for you, but you found it, didn't you? You
Yeah,
found it no matter what. It was like, I'm doing it.
yeah. My mum has been recommending you. My mum's not even seen you, because she
Oh,
sees,
really?
she's even said about it to a few of her friends, and my auntie as well. And they're not like, and they're not spiritual people, but my mum just says like, this outlook on life is changing lives, and it really is. And having someone like you to get you through them first bits, like your traumas and stuff, and then really focusing on your life now, it's amazing.
I mean, you had massive traumas, really big traumas. It was very, very difficult. So we clear all of that. So we release all of that. So you're ready to create your life the way you want it now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you had some doubts before you started working with me. So what were some of those doubts you
uh,
experienced?
you sort of, well, you have doubts, especially about like spiritual people, that they're just using you for money, and just anything like that. But I already had a sixth sense that I knew this was going to change my life. And for even from the first meeting with you, for that you didn't pay anything for, literally just our first hour call, you already just ticked so many boxes. Just things you were saying were just hitting the nail on the head, that resonated with me, that you was just talking about. Every time you said one thing that will always stick with me from our first meeting, which was probably like over 8 weeks ago now, like 8-9 weeks ago. You said, every time you see me, your vibration will get hired. And I thought, oh, she knows the stuff that I know, and that's what I need. And every time I did see you, but my frequency was just getting higher.
Yeah, because
And
we're getting rid of the layers. Once you get rid of the layers, whatever is holding you back, you're gonna go up. You're gonna go up. Like first time we worked, first one, I remember it was 40%, your personal power gone up to 100%.
yeah, just after the
100%.
first time. And
Yeah.
that was me just, yeah, just it was you making me realize that there was, I've got a lot more to life. You know, we can get over these things, get over these layers, get over these traumas, let it be, let yourself heal. And yeah, I don't know where I would be now though. If I didn't, but I trusted my gut instinct, and that was it. I knew I needed to,
Amazing.
because I hadn't spoke to anyone else, but I didn't feel like I needed to. I'd messaged a few people, but no one was really on the spiritual path that I was, and I knew you knew the knowledge was there, and that's what, yeah, your knowledge was fantastic.
Thank you for trusting me. So
Oh,
if someone comes to you about working with me, but they have doubts, what would you let them know?
oh, just don't have any doubts. I mean, if they're going to trust their gut instinct, that's it. If they're going to come, if they've even said they're going to come to you, then just let it be that. Don't even have any doubts, because, well, doubts are always going to creep in, but trust your gut instinct about it, because it was the best investment I've ever made, and probably will be the best investment I ever have in my life, because it's changed my life now. So
Amazing.
yeah, it is.
I'm very, very happy. Very happy. So is there anything else you want to add or share about this, the journey, what we oh
I don't think so. I think I am just ever so grateful for what you've helped me achieve in the last few weeks, especially because they were the hardest, where you end up really testing yourself about certain situations. Like, once I leave you, you're back in the real world, and you're constantly testing yourself with the things that we've let go of in all of our sessions, and my little movies that I have to let go of. And you see how in everyday life them movies are gone, and how you've just made such a difference in my life now. And I can, in every situation, I'm going to come across all of my little emotions that I said I needed to get rid of. How you're going to see them, everyone, if when they come to you, you're going to see them in everyday life, but you're always going to remember the conversations that we have with you, and that's what's going to help you. Like, that's what helps me every day, because I remember, right, I had this conversation with Vida, and we said, right, you need to do this and say this in order to keep going. And that's exactly what I do, and I get over it, and I get over it, and I don't allow my vibration to go down there. I stay in a high vibration now. So
what
yeah.
is it roughly generally? Is it always 100%? Does it go down a tiny bit sometimes?
Only in, if like there's a situation that comes up, and like I've instantly got to think, right, at the moment, because it's still obviously very fresh, I'm still in this process of changing my whole life to live in a loving higher power, like just finished about the stubbornness. And it's sometimes, like in that situation earlier I had today, I can be like, oh, it probably went down to maybe like, not very low, maybe like 70. But then I knew that there was something I could do to raise that back up to 100. And that was thinking about a conversation that I had with you. And then that was done. It was back up to 100, and we could get over that situation and move on. And that was it.
So you are
Thinking back to that conversation, what we was doing, and I could get over that.
oops. Okay, you're back.
Sorry,
It cut
I
off.
don't.
So you got all the tools and techniques that you need to create more success in your life. That's the important thing, isn't it? You know exactly how to take your life to the next level. We
Yeah,
create amazing foundations for you. We get rid of all the traumas that you had as a child, very big traumas. There were a couple of tea traumas. They were not anything small, massive traumas. We got rid of all of them. Now you're ready to build this amazing house on top of it. And I cannot wait to see your journey. I know you're going to touch so many lives. You're going to be so amazing. You're already shining so bright.
I know, I know. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. It's my pleasure. I really enjoy working with you and thank you so much.
Thank you, Edda. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia.